Deion Sanders stalking the sidelines at one of your white slave plantation style athletics football factories is going to bring the magic of an HBCU to their school, you're wrong. I don't even think they think that. I think they're trying to make sure that they don't put down a whole, they can try to put down a whole slave rebellion by people going to HBCUs. And I think they like Deion Sanders because he's entertaining. And if we know nothing else, we know that Africans entertaining enslavers is a staple of colonialism, a staple of settler colonialism. As Fred Douglass said in 1852, what to the slave is the 4th of July. They who carried us off captive required of us a song. But you got to continue in that Bible verse, because Douglass then says, how can we sing our song in a strange land? What you're going to find out is Deion Sanders can't sing that song on the sidelines in Texas, Alabama, Oklahoma. He can't sing that song on the sidelines of the slave economic concern, which you won't let him go to immediately. If he stays in Jackson State another 2 or 3 years, then the big boys start calling. Why? Because you about to mess up. Now it isn't just Jackson State with those players, it's Prairie View with those players. It's Grambling and Southern with those players again. Because it's not like we don't have players, but it's like now people start and if you keep messing around holding people hostage and telling them they got to say Mother May I 50 times and give me $50 million at your contract, ain't nobody gonna play for your funky teams. But at any rate, that's one thing. But how can we sing our song in a strange land, as Fred Douglass asks? You understand that if Deion Sanders comes and coaches your team, he's not bringing the band, he's not bringing the professors, he's not bringing the alumni, he's not bringing the cheerleaders. You don't want none of that. You just want him for entertainment purposes and to kneecap what you think you can kneecap, what you can't. The magic don't transfer, baby. The magic don't transfer. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody like many of us in this space who went to and work at black colleges. See, it's one thing to go there to play sports. It's nothing to come on campus, look around in August, September, and see all those beautiful black young women and men. See, you can't do that at Ohio State. I went to Ohio State too. I know what y'all greet the black recruits with at the front of the school. I know where you take them on Saturday night. I know what parties you take them to. How do I know? Because my friends, my former students, were those athletes. So we know, Professor Hunter, you know where they take them. Well, guess what? That's a very different conversation when you run it up in a frat house at Ohio State or Michigan or Iowa or University of Southern California. Yeah, you got a little dance team over here. It's very cute, but it's another thing when you run up in the fraternity house, the sorority house at 2 o'clock in the morning. A championship for the University of Tennessee. No, it was T. Martin, the black quarterback, but they ain't named the street in front of the stadium, Neyland Stadium in racist UT Knoxville for him. They named it for Manning, who never won nothing at the University of Tennessee. But at any rate,